Welcome, my friends. We're talking about Town Hall 8 defenses. Yes, a master war base this is. I mean, it's a good war base. So this is a anti-3-star base. Gonna be difficult to lure, but he's gonna bring in hogs, of course. And I have the master, the dragon, and the CC. Now, if a Town Hall 8 video can defend once, I mean Town Hall 8 base can defend once, you are in the golden. And what are you looking for? A base defense? Notice I'm not even maxed out and I defended well. So because it's compartmentalized, it's very difficult to get down, and I do have a couple traps here in the middle that he's not going to be expecting. Now stick around, you'll see my Town Hall 8 and how I could not take it down. It does matter to have max troops. He did have max troops and still wasn't able to get it down. So after these defenses, I'll go back and we'll see my spring traps, we'll look at my base. But look, the double giant bomb smashed every single one of his hogs. Yes, the double giant bomb is powerful nonetheless, or still. So just gonna run out of time probably, or no, is he gonna run out of time, or is the king gonna die? And usually time is not a factor in these, but it looks like he is gonna run out of time on this because the king is only so much. He's losing some minions and just not quite enough. So again, strong base. It has defended well. I'm going to show you the 3-star on it. Of course, you can't always defend against these bases. I mean, he almost got it down nonetheless. So anyways, I say give this base a copy. I'm going to show you a couple bases, so stick around for that. And let's see actually the 3-star on it. Yes, it can't. I mean, again, these bases can be 3-starred. I mean, it's the second hit. They know where all the traps are. They know what to do. And I'm not even maxed out and I defended. So I take that as a win for me. Typically, I think you want a base that you can't lure the CC easily. It takes you a little bit of work to get to the CC. That means using some troops to get some buildings down, because a lot of players struggle with killing the CC or luring it. Just keep that in mind if you can build a base. I did not build this one. I got this, I think, from Black Thunder. Y'all know who he is. But anyways, if you do want bases, join me on Patreon. I will send out bases to you if you need the bases. But anyways, so on this attack, again, I'm gonna play this one on 4 times, because since he knows where all the traps are and he knows where my double giant bombs are in the core, all he has to do is put the heal spell down right over that section and kind of focus in on that section, and there's really nothing I can do about it. As you notice, look at that. He's got the heal down. Even though they're under heal, and he was just kind of able to heal right through that section. However, I've got a lot of spring traps around there, but again, he almost failed. Well, not quite. Actually, this time he crushed it. Never mind. This time he had plenty of hogs up, but the first time success. So give this base a go. Stick around to the end or jump ahead. I will have the base so you can copy it photo mode with all the traps and things like that. Now I want to go on to my hit, because I actually failed. Yes, I did fail. I don't have max troops. I should have. I failed once. I don't know. You know, it's tough. It's very tough. Without the max troops, it does make a difference in hitting these bases, and I'll say why I like this base. Typically on bases, you want to put, if you can put giant bombs in your bomb towers, you can get a lot down. Now, honestly, this base is kind of easy for pathing, but he had a couple tricky spots that kind of threw me off, and I made a couple mistakes. First mistake was I thought I had killed the loon CC. Look at this. I thought I'd killed the loons before I brought in my hogs, and look, that loon is still up, so of course I'm gonna fail. Having the loon still up, not good. So at this point I thought I had it still. Yes, he has a Tesla farm here. I will say I brought in these side hogs a bit too early, and the loon's gonna drop one bomb right on him, and it's just gonna hurt him big time. So that was a mistake. But the big thing here, I like this defense. Looks what he's got. He's got a giant bomb, 2 giant bombs, and the bomb tower together, and I didn't heal up, and there you go. That's what happens. Now, without the max hogs, could I have 3-starred this base? Yes, I could have. We're gonna skip it. I 3-starred the max one right here, and you know, I know this is a base building video or base, but I'm gonna just tell you some strategy to go around it. So again, this is, I think, maxed out completely, right? Defensively, and I took it down, and again, this CC is easy to lure. You want to try to stay away from that if you can, but this pathing was a bit easier in my opinion. Well, I didn't make as many mistakes, honestly. But kill the CC, here comes the hogs. Now I came from this end, let me pause it, on purpose. Because I knew from here they would come to the air defense and then swoop around up to the north at 12. I wanted them to path to 12 side. I didn't want them to come over here. And so that's why I kind of did that and put the hogs over here. These hogs are going to go there. And then they're going to meet up together into the core. And I'm going to put one heal spell down right over this tough section. Now the second heal spell is going to go by the bomb tower. Because I already know there's a Tesla there, there's a bomb tower, there's probably, I think there's a giant bomb is there as well. So, and here comes the side hogs. You always want to try to put in side hogs, guys, as much as you can, because you know Tesla farms are gonna mess up your hogs for sure. So you got to make sure you kind of spread out your hogs as much as possible. And I put the final heal. This actually was a bad heal. I didn't need a heal spell there. I did need a heal spell in the bottom section over here, but it didn't matter in the end. I had plenty of troops left. For level 3 hogs, you know, you can take down max bases. So again, if you deploy right and don't make mistakes like I did, or run into the giant bombs, but I will say it is very hard. It's harder to 3-star the maxed bases because your hogs, they can't, you know, the giant bombs do more damage to the level 3 hogs, etc., etc. But with they did actually defend this one. So if you want to take some screenshots, I would say this base is the best part about it. If you're deploying as far as troops, you want to put bomb towers, or not, sorry, you want to put giant bombs by bomb towers or by the wizard towers, or Tesla farms together, and then spring traps within the Tesla farms. Does that make sense? So let me come to my base. We're just kind of doing some stuff here. Yes, I can't believe it. I was so mad I failed, guys. Anyways, take a screenshot of this, and I had these things on purpose out like this. So how you want to deploy your spring traps, you want to put them in between buildings. That is the best spot because they get some good bang for your buck if you do that. And I have over here kind of some spring traps here because I know they'll kind of path from the Tesla over to the wizard tower, or maybe down here to the south. And then I've got another spring trap between that one. So you can kind of tell I've got kind of everything spread out in a nice format, and it's not an internet base. It's not all clumped together, spread out, a little anti-3, as you could say. And look, spring traps up here, so if they come up to the north, so that's a good indication. You want your spring traps between buildings. And of course I have grounded, I actually have one grounded skelly and one air. I'll probably put 2 ground. Actually, let's change it to ground because I think more people are using hogs these days in the air dragon attack. So anyways, if you're looking for a base, give this a go. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like this one. It's held up well before, and yeah, not many people will have it, so don't worry about that. There won't be too many people watching it, I guess. I don't know. And as far as defensive wise, what do you put in the CC? Well, you can do dragon or you can do a witch in there as well. I mean, it really just depends. Maybe if you can't donate max dragons or something like that, or max witches, then you can do archers. You could put some minions of loons in there. But I do like a witch because witches can throw off the novice attacker. Sometimes they can't handle the witch, or they don't put the poison down in the right spot. So it can cause some problems, if that makes sense. So here is actually another, looks like here's another Town of Late base, and we can show this one. It held up pretty well. This is this is max troops offensively, and it's still held up. So again, if you're just looking for bases, give these a go. Again, look at this base. See how the CC can't be lured? Well, it might be lured up here. You could adjust the CC just a little bit so it won't be able to get lured. I would actually move it down 1 hair more, and then I shouldn't be able to be lured, or you have to take down a defensive building to get the lure, if that makes sense. So I mean, is this a better? This is a better base than an an internet base. It's more anti-3ish, not entirely, but pretty good anti-3 base. Max walls, max defenses, so it can be very difficult to get these going. Now, what could have been done on the offensive attack? I mean, well, when you put a heal spell down, that doesn't help. Oh no, he fat fingered. No wonder he failed. That's unfortunate. It happens to us all, man. If it happens to you, it's okay. You can get the job. You know what? If he had that heal spell, guys, if he had the heal spell, I think he would have 3-starred this. He would have had the heal for the back end. I think he would have gotten 3-star. But again, just giving you some different options. So maybe you like that base, you can screenshot it. I would actually encourage you to a friendly challenge if you can. But anyways, there are a couple of attacks for you, and I think let me show Scotty. Let me show this one. This is more of an internet. Now when I say internet base, because you're not probably aware, this is more of an anti-2-star base in the sense you put the town hall in the middle. But these are dangerous because they're the pathing can be pretty easy on these bases, and they can be easily kind of taken down. I prefer an anti-3-star base, so that means your town hall is in an optimal location. It's not in the middle of the base. It's protecting something. You can put your town hall by a Tesla farm or something like that to kind of slow down the attacker, if that makes sense. So just keep that in mind. Yes, this is not defensively. He doesn't have all the defenses maxed out. So should this be 3-starred? Yes. But again, my base defended. Now it could come down to the attacker, of course, as well. But if it was a little bit better designed, I think it would have been a little bit harder, maybe. But undefendable, of course not. Town Hall 8, you're going to get 3-starred. So it's not the biggest deal if you do. If you have a base that holds up well, keep running it, guys. If the base keeps holding up, keep running it. So, see the problem on this base here, you can't put spring traps between these buildings as much. The spring traps are not in the optimal location. You want them between the buildings, the defensive buildings, because they, as the hogs pass through the base, and if they're clumped together, you'll lose a lot more hogs. That makes sense? So anyways, giving you some options here, my friends, hopefully, and get out there, get your shirt. I'd hog that shirt. Yes, if you need to pick up the shirt, check out my store. It's the Hog City, right? Town Hall 8 is all hog, baby. It is all hog indeed. And you know what? Should we show? Well, is this an anti? Okay. Now this is more, again, it's hogs, guys. We're just continuing on. This is more of an internet anti-2-star base. Again, not necessarily my favorite. I mean, they can defend well. I mean, they can defend, especially if you brought dragons here. I bet it would defend pretty well. But the hogs, just some deficiency. So what I mean by the space is, see these buildings here? There's no spring traps. So as the hogs jump to building to building, they're not getting killed. Yes, he does have spring traps probably here and other locations, but I find, and I think many people find, that doesn't happen a lot. So anyways, we'll speed this one up. We just just showing you a lot of different bases. Again, Town Hall 8s, don't worry about your bases being burned. You face so many different Town Hall 8s. The Town Hall 8 will get 3-stars, so it's not the biggest deal. If someone 3-stars you, it's going to happen. But just kind of after maybe like 10 attacks, 10 wars in a row, do you defend it 3 out of 10 times, or you defend it 0 of 10? If it's 0 of 10, you need a new base. If it's 3 of 10, keep changing it. You know, have a couple of bases ready to rock and roll, guys. And then that way you can kind of gauge to see if you need a new base, and etc, etc. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and get on out there and max up those hogs, guys. They definitely matter and made me fail. Yes, it did indeed. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Halo out.